the fastest shinobi in Naruto, the man with the flea on sight order, the yellow flash. He's also known as the Fourth Hokage, the guy who somehow became the most beloved characters in anime with relatively low screen time. Today is the day we talk about Minato Namikaze, the most overrated character in Naruto. But actually, maybe he's not. He is pretty goated. Because here's the weird thing. Everybody knows Minato. Everybody loves Minato. Everybody says Minato's the greatest character in Naruto. Unless you're talking about them bum-ass Itachi fans. Guy killed his own family. He's a bum. But let's actually stop and think about this. Why Minato? Unlike other characters, for example, the main character Naruto, or the side character Sasuke, he doesn't really have a lot of screen time. He isn't constantly developing. He doesn't have hundreds of episodes. He doesn't even have that many fights. Yet somehow, the man has built a fan base on vibes alone. And honestly, that might be the most impressive thing he's done in the anime. Now, before the comments start violating me, hold up. Minato's my favorite character in the show. I'm one of you. And if you're an Itachi lover, go But seriously, how did a character with relatively low screen time become such a fan favorite? Because when you think about it, characters like Naruto, Sasuke, Jiraiya, Itachi, I guess, and Kakashi, we spend so much time with them. We're talking like hundreds of episodes. But Minato, barely anything compared to them. Yet somehow, everybody loves this guy because Minato might genuinely be one of the best examples of aura carrying a character to legendary status. Because think about it, every time this man appears in the show, something wavy is going to happen in the storyline. Just think about his introduction before we actually see Minato properly. We hear stories, you know, the man who sealed the nine-tailed fox. Shinobis from other villages were told, if you see this guy, run, get out of there. He's him and you are not him. You will die. Imagine being so dangerous that entire nations fear you. He isn't even a Chinchuriki. He has no special clan, no special bloodline. He is just him, sorry to say. He hasn't got that Keigenkai, you know, backup like a certain character I know. But I'll be real, the majority of Minato's aura comes from his technique, the flying rage. It was a teleportation jutsu originally created by the second Hokage, but then Minato got his hands on it and innovated it completely. The ability works by placing chakra and seals that he's created. The seals can be placed on pretty much everything. Kunai, surfaces, people, objects, and once that seal exists, Minato can teleport instantly to it. And as far as the series shows us, there doesn't really seem to be a limit in distance where Minato can travel to. Think about how terrifying that actually is. Imagine somehow surviving from Minato and getting away. You think you're safe, and then you realize the guy touched your shoulder 3 weeks ago. Now you have to spend the rest of your life not knowing when he's gonna appear. Imagine that, just being in Tesco, your local supermarket, and you feel Minato put that Rambo to your neck. It's over. That is what you call psychological warfare. It's all mind games. But here's what makes the flying regime even more OP. It's not just teleportation, it's combat teleportation. Which is way scarier, because usually in anime, teleportation has rules. Energy costs, charge times, a cooldown period. Minato, no. All the guy has to do is throw a handful of kunais and the battlefield becomes a horror story. Because you're not just fighting Minato, you're fighting everything he's touched. That's why his fights feel unfair, because they are unfair. But the technique isn't even cool because it's overpowered. It's cool because the flair Minato has when he's fighting. The kunai throw, cold. The teleportation, cold. Appearing behind people, then disappearing again, fire. Everything flows together perfectly. Then combine that with the Rasengan. Oh wait, yes, he created the Rasengan. You know that special move? Naruto's signature move for the whole show? Your boy created it. And he created him. He created the main character. Hey man, Minato's done a lot. Minato combines the flying regime and the Rasengan so perfectly. He doesn't just fight, he performs. And that's important because anime fans don't remember strength. They remember the moments. And Minato has those moments. Just to name the few. The Obito fight, the Nine Tails attack, saving Naruto, showing up during the war. Every appearance was designed to look cold, and every moment is cold, which sounds stupid but it's true. Some characters walk, Minato glides, or teleports, or flies, or whatever, you know, he does his thing. I don't even know how to describe this. And we gotta talk about the character design, because character designs matter. The arm wraps, the spiky hair, the calm face, the Hokage cloak, heat. The drip is actually ridiculous. Kishimoto basically designed a whole character that just says, this is the guy. When he shows up, you know he's got it. Just look at this manga panel, or like, not really a manga panel, but just some artwork by Kishimoto and Minato. Look at this brother looking to the side, thinking, yo, I run this bitch. If anyone shows up, it's rap. He's moving like some light-skinned guy, you know? This nigga knows he's him. But just even a cloak, that deserves its own section, honestly. But let's be honest, a huge percent of the Minato hype comes from that one fight. The Obito fight. Because that fight is absurd. Think about the situation. A masked man appears. He steals a Ninetales from whoever? Kushina, Minato's wife. And Minato was kind of vexed, but in a cool, he didn't lose his cool, but he was saying, okay, it's up. Not only that, the whole village is attacked. They steal the baby as well, threatening literally everyone. And Minato responds by saying, alright, then proceeds to solve the problem in like 5 minutes. The flying regime level 2 moment is iconic. Teleporting the Ninetales beast bomb away, fire. Figuring out Obito's Kamui technique, battle IQ guys, insane. This fight basically convinced an entire generation that Minato is just that guy. He's untouchable. And honestly, can you even blame them? The power scaling never ends. And here's where things get dangerous, because Minato fans are different. You cannot mention this guy's name without starting a war on Reddit or something. Because somehow every conversation ends up with, Minato can beat that guy. Omni-Man, yeah, Minato could beat him. Goku, yeah, Minato could beat him. Itachi, yeah, Minato can beat him. But no, Minato could actually beat Itachi, that bum-ass guy. Forget, even your landlord, you know, you want them rent prices down, call my boy. He'll do that shit in a flash. If you think I'm exaggerating this glaze, then let me prove it with evidence. Because everything I come with is evidence. I'm not a LARPer. I know what I'm talking about. So let's talk facts. Back in 2022, Naruto had a worldwide popularity poll for the characters called Naruto P99. Fans could vote to nearly 500 characters in the show. But this wasn't just a normal popularity poll. Whoever won got a brand new manga chapter written by Kishimoto himself. A canon one-shot. This basically said choose one character and you get a whole new canon story. And I was there, front lines. Check the databases, you'll see my name. I voted. And guess who I voted for? Minato, because I wanted to know more. I forced Kishimoto back in that drawing room and I told him, get to work, boy. Get to work. And guess who ended up winning? Was it Itachi? No. What that bum-ass boy win? Minato won. Cry harder. Let me just rephrase. Out of 500 characters, Minato won. That is generational glaze. And remember who this guy beat. We're talking, he beat characters with entire arcs, you know? Entire journeys. Entire childhoods attached to them. Fans collectively said, nah, give us a teleportation guy right now. That's power. And I got more source for you on why this guy is the GOAT. So basically, Kishimoto actually dropped the one shot. And I read it as soon as it dropped. And I was amazed. I loved it. It made everyone love Minato more. We got more Minato and Kushina moments. Our favorite couple in the show. The creation of the Rasengan. Finally. More insight into Kushina as a Jinchuriki. More parallels between Minato, Kushina and Naruto. And the worst part is the chapters were amazing. So Minato fans like me, we became even louder. And you can't stop us now. Shush. But wait. We're not done. Because the glaze has reached new levels even I'm not familiar with. We've reached new heights of glaze. A fan animation studio. A fan-made animation studio. You know them people that make fan-made stuff? you know, they make fan-made fights, fan-made stories. Well, this is a fan animation studio. They have started creating a literal fan adaptation of the Minato one-shot. Think about that for a second. This character has got fans making studios, animating actual episodes, spending thousands of hours just so a fictional blonde guy can get a little bit more screen time. Starving. We are starved. And honestly, I respect it because that's dedication. You know your character is a GOAT when fans say no. They're not accepting the amount of content available on him and they're gonna create more themselves. That's different. So is Minato actually overrated? Here's the real answer. Maybe Minato isn't overrated. Maybe Minato is just perfectly designed. Think about it. Cool design, cool powers, cool personality, cool fights, tragic story, minimal screen time. You know what minimal screen time does to a person? It prevents overexposure. Minato literally teleports before people can get tired of him. So every appearance stays special, which means fans fill in the gaps themselves. And maybe that's why it works, because Minato feels larger than the story. So is Minato overrated? Maybe, maybe not. But one thing is certain, the man has some of the strongest aura in anime history. And all you Itachi fans, please remain calm. Don't let me wake up my boy from the dead and come and get you. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. More anime content coming out. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. And by the way, guys, I haven't watched One Piece. And you know, I stay rage baiting the One Piece fans saying it's trash, but I actually haven't watched it. And I might watch it, you know, and actually react to it. So let me know if that's something you would like to see. Other than that, yeah, safe. Goodbye.